Hi there, welcome to another video with my crazy Volvo 244 build here, and working on the car. And I get the question many times, will the car be ready for Street Week Sweden 2024? I hope so. I really want to race this one. Would be fun to do it, but it's still a lot of work here. But yeah, hopefully it will be drivable and fast for the Street Week. Trying to install as much components as possible. We have some radiators and heat exchangers here. Here we have my interchiller for cooling the intercooler with the air condition. I thought it will be summer here, maybe I can lower it, but I could not fit the tank here and the pump as I had in my Audi R8, because I have made these ones a bit thinner. Also had to make some clearance here for this one. I have one front rim here because it's 8 by 18 in the front I'm planning to use, and this is the one, but I think I can go with a little bit more offset here to bring the rim further in, and then I do not need to have as wide fenders. Here in the front as well, trying to install some more pieces. I have the radiator here and some fans, 2 big fans here, and my plan is to evacuate most of this air through the hood, like in many race cars, so I will not heat the fuel tank here. And below this one I did put a battery, so I did a little shelf there with some tubes, and yeah, to get it in the correct position. But of course I will fully weld it and make some better mounts there. But yeah, carbon ceramic brakes. How many Volvo 240s have you seen with the carbon ceramic brakes? Not that many, I guess. And what have we here? We have some slicks here, the racing slicks. This is the 2810.5W, and it's actually a little bit smaller than I expected them to be. Do not look that big. And the rim here, a bit special, but this is a bit for mockup. I did cut out the center of this one, the NASCAR rim. Maybe I will put in a center here and use it this year, and hopefully someday I could get some custom made like beadlock rims. There is no beadlock rims with this Audi bolt pattern, but maybe I can do something. But this is just for mock-up, primary, to see if it will fit with my A-arms and tow rod there, and yeah, it fits. And then if it will fit inside of the fenders. You can see here some of my clevis here, attachment points for the new wishbones here, but these are still the plastic 3D printed one. But yeah, all good for holding this one. But as you can see, when I'm trying to fit the tire here, I think I can bring the tire a little bit further in, because yeah, it did not fit under my wider fenders here. But I think I will try to get it further in. But you can see the problem now here. My chassis jig here, it hits that one, so I think it's time to remove this French beauty Salette here. Yeah, it's actually a crash repair jig for cars, so I think it's time to bring the car, maybe not back to the ground. I will maybe put it on some jack stands instead, but I think I will remove it now. Now it's all the big things welded on, so it's sturdy, bolted down there, so I can remove all of the bolts to this one and remove this. just tested to have the intercooler water tank here on the right hand side instead of the left hand side of the engine, as I had in the R8. And I also have the EMP intercooler water pump. Have plenty of room down there, I think. And yeah, good thing about this one, it got a level sensor here, so you can see the level on the dash, for example. And it has one of these bigger lids here in plastic from like a boat or kayak or something. This is to be able to put ice in this one, but I hope I never need to put some ice in that one, because the interchiller will hopefully do the job and make the intercooler water cold. I'm sitting here now in the car and doing some dry runs and try to feel about how it is to get in and out of the car. And I think maybe it feels pretty low, the car. I hope it can be this low. Maybe, yeah, we'll see. Maybe some up or down, we'll see. But yeah, this is also some bars for the steering. I don't know if I showed it before. Same here, I'd make it as simple as possible. Just make it flat, put something inside here, and yeah, it will be strong enough, I think. More preferred way is maybe to make some mounts like this, welded to one pipe here and bolted through there. That's maybe more professional, and in some places I do it like that. I get the question from time to time, why do I keep this or using this original piece in the end, in the rear, instead of making everything of the Docol R8 steel tubes. And the main thing is that I think that I save time. Because of all the brackets, everything mounts for the engine, for the suspension, all the small things like tubes and stuff that I have here, all the turbo systems I have mounts for it, intercoolers, everything I have mounts for it. And mounts is something that takes a lot of time when you're building. And if I had been using normal width of an Lamborghini Huracan or Audi R8, then I could keep everything from like here and move it on. Now this one is a little bit more narrow, so a few pieces I still need to move. Right now here we have the water pump for the intercooler, welded and bracket here, and this is the tank for the intercooler. We'll weld this to the side here and made a bracket. This is still by hand, no CNC brackets yet here on the car. Maybe in the future will be. But yeah, the other thing, yeah, this takes a lot of time to make brackets for everything and find the positions. So that's the main thing, to save some time, I hope. And I also think that this is from aluminum, and I think it's pretty lightweight. I will weigh it when I take it out here in some days and see, because I think this is lighter than it would have been with the steel. Preferably, maybe I should have the front in aluminum as well, or titanium maybe. I see on some of the really serious Pro Mod cars, I don't know in Sweden, but in US, they are using, when they have this upper frame rail here, they're using titanium tubes there, and also in the front as well, where it's not mandatory to have steel tubes. It's mandatory to have the steel in the middle of the car, but in the front it can be titanium. So the really high dollar cars in US, they are using lighter materials than the Docol, even though the Docol is lightweight compared to a normal mild steel, if you need to have it the same strength. Beautiful weather here in Sweden, and now I should have the car ready to be out and test drive, but unfortunately not. But I got some tires ordered, got some delivery help from Robban, thank you very much, and some more tires here. It's some hosiers this time. These ones are possible to buy in Sweden, and yeah, order them in Sweden. And what do we have here? It's slicks, and these ones is also like slicks, I think, but drag radials. So I ordered 18-inch. These are actually the front ones that I will use in the front of the car. And the problem is with slicks that with the original gear ratios I have with the four-wheel drive, and I have the 28-inch in the back, then I would need 27 in the front to be the correct dimensions compared to the circular dimensions compared to the original with the transmission there. But 27s, it's not, I have not seen any 27s in slicks. So these are 26s and these ones are 28s. Maybe I will try both of them and see which ones is better. I think these ones is the better drag slick, but still I think it's good rubber in these ones as well, and they are slicks but they are harder in the front. These ones will absolutely fit. These ones I don't know if it will fit on the car, really depends on the rims. And none of these are good for the transmission or the front diff, I think, because it's not the correct ratio there. But maybe it will work if I just use the front wheel drive in the beginning of the drag, maybe first, second, maybe third gear, something like that, and then disconnects it electronically. And then I have it disconnected, so it's just rear wheel drive when driving back to the pits. I don't think that will hurt the transmission, I don't know, but also then when I transport I have the correct kind of tires. And the good thing with these ones is that if I have them, the front wheels will go a little bit faster than the rear wheels, and then it will lead in the front. Maybe it will make the car go a little bit more straight. These ones will actually be a little bit too small, so if it's spinning a lot in the back, this one will help and drive the car forward, but it will not have an overdrive there. So not an expert on this with four-wheel drive things, but I'm thinking a lot about what to do, but maybe it's up to some testing and see what is working the best. Into the garage again and work on the car. By the comments of the last video, looked like many like to see some CNC machining of parts, and I will do some videos, but right now I am learning still here, trying to do some cam programming and watching YouTube videos to learn how to do, and just try it out and see what's sounds good. Loaded in a couple of tools here in the tool changer, and this is the bracket for the suspension. I machined the underside of it, then I flipped it now upside down, and will machine this side. So we'll see. Loaded in some new tools, did some measurement of tools, and some beautiful things here. I have tried to get as nice tools as possible for aluminium. Everything I have set up for aluminium, the coolant I have in the machine, and everything there. So we'll try and see how this goes. Doing some simulation here. Maybe this is not the best tool ways. A lot of things going on here, so but try to learn by myself. Loaded the program here, and execute, auto start. With this you can make it a little bit slower than usual. I'm starting with a probe here. Ooh. Yep. So I'm probing the part. Oh. It's finding where it is. But I will come back to more information videos about CNC machining later on here when I have learned this machine myself. The machine has been great. Made some soft jaws here for these ones, and managed to make a bunch of them. Here is some half finished, and these ones will still need the drilling from here. And it's been a huge learning curve to make this in a lot of hours. Hopefully it will go faster when I'm doing more parts in the future. To figure everything out with the work offsets and tool path and everything, it has been a lot of hours with this one. and yeah, hopefully can help in the future. I will need 8 of these, so I'm making a couple of them. I think I have a couple on the car as well now, so I will have some spares. Still a little bit problem with parting a small edge here, but the 3D milling looks really good, I think. So yeah, it's getting there, getting better and better, but still some options. But this is just for the car, so they do not need to be perfect. Hopefully I can do perfect, really nice pieces in the future. Here is 2 of them installed on the car, and yeah, it will be good, I think. Sturdy. Now I will be making one arm for the upper one as well, so I can really fit the tire here. Making some little bit special wheel here. Maybe I will use this one, but it is the NASCAR inner barrel here, and the outer is an 16-inch steel one that I maybe will weld on there. Will not look nice, but a little bit hard to find this wide 15-inch with the Audi bolt pattern. The pedals are in here, and we have 3 pedals. I will explain this one a bit later on, what I will do with this one. It's electronic throttle pedal. These are the brakes, and dual cylinders. I have one for front and one for rear, so I can adjust the brake balance. Not so much needed in drag racing, I think. Also, I will replace these cylinders, master cylinders, and put some other ones a little bit shorter there, and I will not have one on the clutch there. So I think it will be sturdy, good enough. Maybe I will make one more reinforcement from here to here, and but I want to try to keep it as lightweight as possible. As you can see, there some tube going to the accelerator pedal. Maybe in the future I will use the clutch for my gearbox there, but now I will not use it as a clutch. Maybe I can use it for an electronic clutch there, to put a sensor on it, and then the DCT gearbox is able to disconnect. Right now when you're pulling both pedals, it is disconnecting, so maybe I can do something similar, or if it's possible to do it progressive, would be better. But now I have another idea for this pedal. For parachutes in drag racing cars, usually you have a handle like this one that sometimes is up here in the roof or on the side down here, and you're pulling that one. When you're going as fast as possible, you're pulling it, and yeah, that's the classic way to do it. And I think it's could be a good thing to have both your hands on the steering wheel. I have seen, and I have also done it myself, that when you're taking one hand away from the steering wheel and pull it, you can accidentally turn a little bit left or right or something. And yeah, also if there is some problem, the car is sliding or something, you want to pull the parachute to make the car go straight. It will straighten out the car if you do it, but then it's good to have both hands on your steering wheel, I think. So I'm thinking to put this clutch pedal, make that one as a release of the parachutes. Then you can just control the car by the hands, and usually when you're at the end of the drag strip, you move your right hand foot to the brake there. So that's my plan, to ditch this handle and connect it to there. So here we have the parachute, and I have one of these cables here for it. So see if I can try to build something out of that one. But yeah, do you think that could be a good idea or not? I think it could be. Should have your hands on the steering wheel, and because I have no stick shift or anything, it's shifting just with your hands on the steering wheel. If you're not doing the automatic mode, it's by the pedals here. And for the steering shaft here, I want to keep it as simple as possible, because I know how much trouble I had with my Volvo Gini when doing the steering, with a lot of joints there. So I will use this one, but I will make it a little bit longer. And this one is from Audi, and these joints, I think they're supposed to be matching to make it as good as possible. You can see here it is not matching from original. It's not possible to take this apart either, but it's sliding with some splines there. Is this good enough? This, would you say, clocking? I would say it's not that good, but I will cut this off and put an aluminium tube there, weld, and try to keep it as cool as possible, and hopefully I can line this up a little bit better. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.